Hello everybody, welcome back to Velga the Observer, or if you are new, my name is Velga and I do a lot of fantasy art and a lot of world building, and today I will be talking about an ongoing war on Persevera that has been going on for over 30,000 years. And let me just give you a quick recap if you do not know what Persevera is, so just to give some perspective on how big the scale of my world is and how big this war is. So Persevera is the name of the world that I have come up with for my world building project. And on this planet itself, the planet called Persevera, I have designed one continent among many other continents that I have not yet designed. So this one continent is called Glaive. And a lot of the lore that I have written and monsters and characters that I have designed and environments and towns I have designed, they have all been going to this continent called Glaive. And to be more specific, it has all been going to the northern part of Glaive, which is called Northern Glaive. And I do plan on drawing a lot more designs of everything, absolutely everything that could possibly go into a world building project. People, cultures, the kind of food that they like to eat, the kind of dances and that they like to do, like songs they like to sing, poetry, the kind of things that they wear, the kind of things that they use, what they use to attack with, what they hunt, all of that. But I will do that only when I feel like I have drawn enough artwork and written enough lore for Northern Glaive. Like, I do want to venture, I want to venture into the western side of Northern Glaive and also Southern Glaive. And I do want deserts, I do want lots of little islands, I want snowy regions, I want tundras, I want rocky mountains, I want grasslands, I want an oceanic nation, I want an underground nation, like an entire underground world. But I think all of that I will only do once I have spent enough time in Northern Glaive, building more monsters, people, culture, and settlements and all that. And the reason why I want to do that, the reason why I want to stay here is because the hometown of one of the main characters of my story will be here, will be in Northern Glaive. And to be specific, it will be in this one town right here called Gale Rend. And now we're going to get back on the topic of this 30,000-year-old war that is still ongoing. So, the story goes like this. Imagine if you are a little boy living in the village of Gale Rend, and all your life the elders of this village have been telling you stories of how the world, Persevera, the world, came to be the way it is today. And they tell you stories of a long-forgotten, beautiful Persevera that saw an abundance of peace and prosperity, how it was not filled with demons like how it is today, how everyone was happy and no wars ever came to be. But all of that changed because of an event the Perseverans call the Great Annihilation, and this happened 30,000 years ago. And at the beginning of this event, the Perseverance saw the arrival of the planet called Veal and the homeworld of demons. And Veal was a celestial body in the sky no one on Persevera has ever seen before. And from Veal came down a rain of serpents, followed shortly by the arrival of the demons. And the war 30,000 years ago ravaged the entire world of Persevera, and these demons nearly wiped out all of mankind. But in the end, mankind persevered as the demonic invasion ceased, and their demonic home planet Veal left the skies of Persevera. And with that, everybody on Persevera thought that the war was over, and cities started to rebuild, civilization slowly recovered, and things did eventually get better, but nothing was ever the same. The destruction caused was too great for the world to pick up where they left off. And now, 3,000 years after, 3,000 years after the Great Annihilation. Once more came the return of the demonic planet Veal, and once more came down a rain of serpents. Once more came the arrival of the demons, and they were stronger than they were when they came the first time 3,000 years ago. Now once more, mankind faces a second annihilation event, but this would not be the last, because this cycle will keep happening over and over and over every 3,000 years. And now here we are 30,000 years later, after the 10th annihilation event had just passed, and we are now looking at Persevera in the wake of the war. Everything was in ruins. Countless Perseverans lost their lives, but things are different this time. The Perseverans are hopeful now, because for the first time in 30,000 years, mankind grew strong enough to not only persevere, but also to fight back. And that would be the general premise of what is going on in Persevera, and that is at least for this current major historical event, because I have many historical events just like this one planned for the future, and then a lot of them are actually in the past instead of the future. So I would very much appreciate it if you subscribe so you won't miss out on my future videos just like this one. And now you might be wondering what it is that I have been drawing. Well, this one happens to be a bunch of different types of humans that I am planning to have for Persevera. Like, imagine if modern humans lived alongside many different types of cavemen and apes. And these cavemen and apes, I would like to call them using the term false apes. Okay, false apes. But the false apes will be topic for another video, because otherwise this video will end up being too long. And yeah, that was quite a lot of lore that I covered. It's only been about like 7 minutes, but that's quite a lot, and hopefully that wasn't too confusing. There's a lot more that I would like to tell you, of course, but they're all still in the works, so don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out, and turn on all notifications because I upload these videos every week. And so what do you guys think about this week's video, Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will be seeing you again next week.